Rita,
Hey.
would you mind telling us the complete story of Roro Jongrang?
Of course.
Yes, we don't really know about it.
Oh, Danny, you're so smart, but it's surprising that you don't know it. Okay, I'll tell you.
Thanks a lot, Rita. You're such a kind-hearted girl.
Alright, once upon a time there was a battle between King Prabu Boko and Raden Bandung Bondowoso. After a long horrible war, finally Raden Bandung Bondowoso defeated Prabu Boko. Raden Bandung Bondowoso fell in love with Princess Roro Jongrang, the daughter of Prabu Boko. He then proposed the princess.
I remember now. Prabu Boko persuaded her daughter to approve of the proposal of marriage. Roro Jongrang concurred, but under one condition. Raden Bandung ought to build 1,000 temples in only one night. What a hard request!
Yeah, you're right. And Raden Bandung Bondowoso agreed the condition, and when the night came, he spelled his powerful magic name, Ajian Bolo Sewu, to order thousands of genies. The genies worked quickly, and not until the midnight, more than 500 temples were built.
This fact worried Roro Jongrang. She then ordered her people in nearby village to build the rice with their traditional granny ladders. Not so long later, the night was full of the granny ladder noises. Roosters woke up and started to crow spontaneously. These noises made the genies shocked. Then they ran away since they thought that the dawn had arrived. This made the construction of the temple stopped. Raden Bandung Bondowoso was so irritated, knowing that there was still one more temple left unfinished. He tried to build it himself. The sun had risen before he finished the last temple. It was only one ornament left. Roro Jongrang was so happy knowing her trick succeeded. But when Raden Bandung knew her trick, his patience turned into wrath.
He then spelt it out, Roro Jongrang, into a statue, and then made her complete the unfinished temple, recently known as the Temple of Roro Jongrang, or the Prambanan Temple.
Wow, here is the history teacher.
I love this legend.
Well, that was a good presentation, Rita.
Thanks, Mom. Jenny and Michael asked me to tell the legend. Actually, we're preparing our history assignment too.
I found Roro Jongrang very interesting, even though there are several differences between the legend and real history of Prambanan Temple.
You're right, Mike. The legend is actually different from the history. Legend is usually based on a folklore containing a mythical story, while history is based on scientific facts. Prambanan Temple is actually Hindu temple, and Sewu is Buddha temple, but they are combined into one legend. It's so typical, Mike.
Wow, I didn't think the history was more complicated and interesting than the legend. Someday I'll learn more about it.
Well, okay, I'm sure that all of you will do it well. Have a hard and smart study, kids. But is it okay all of you have the same topic as your assignment? I don't think so, kids.
Oh,
No way.
All right, Denny and Michael finally asked Rita to tell them the complete story of the Roro Jongrang legend. Do you remember verbs, noun phrases, and adverbs indicating the legend? Well, let's review quickly. Try to recognize the verbs, noun phrases, and adverbs describing the legend.
Alright, once upon a time there was a battle between King Prabu Boko and Raden Bandung Bondowoso. After a long horrible war, finally Raden Bandung Bondowoso defeated Prabu Boko. Raden Bandung Bondowoso fell in love with Princess Roro Jongrang, the daughter of Prabu Boko. He then proposed the princess.
I remember now. Prabu Boko persuaded her daughter to approve of the proposal of marriage. Roro Jongrang concurred, but under one condition. Raden Bandung ought to build 1,000 temples in only one night. What a hard request!
Yeah, you're right. And Raden Bandung Bondowoso agreed the condition, and when the night came, he spelled his powerful magic name, Ajian Bolo Sewu, to order thousands of genies. The genies worked quickly, and not until the midnight, more than 500 temples were built.
This fact worried Roro Jongrang. She then ordered her people in nearby village to militarize with their traditional granny ladders. Not so long later, the night was full of the granny ladder noises. Roosters woke up and started to crow spontaneously. These noises made the Chinese shocked. Then they ran away since they thought that the dawn had arrived. This made the construction of the temple stopped. Raden Bandung was so irritated, knowing that there was still one more temple left unfinished. He tried to build it himself. The sun had risen before he finished the last temple. It was only one ornament left. Roro Jongrang was so happy knowing her trick succeeded. But when Raden Bandung knew her trick, his patience turned into wrath.
He then spelt it out, Roro Jongrang, into a statue, and then made her complete the unfinished temple, recently known as the Temple of Roro Jongrang or the Prambanan Temple.
Can you recognize the words used to discuss the legend? Well done then. Check out the answers. Some of the main verbs were defeated, fell in love, proposed, persuaded, concurred, agreed, used, worried, ordered, was irritated, and turned. Nouns and noun phrases included Princess Roro Jongrang, the daughter of Prabu Boko, battle, proposal for marriage, 1,000 temples, an impossible request, powerful magic, roosters, traditional granulators, construction, ornament, statue, and the unfinished temple. The adverbs were once, after, when, finally, quickly, then, soon after, and spontaneously. Well, guys, now there's another important thing to note in the discussion of legends. In Indonesia, a legend is written in the narrative style, and there are four main parts of it, namely orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. Orientation consists of introducing the story background and is usually marked with an adverb of time and place. It sets the scene. For example, once upon a time in a faraway land. Complication consists of introducing the problem or conflict involved in the story. It tells causes of the problem. Resolution consists of the solution to the problem, and reorientation involves the ending of the story. It can be a happy or sad ending, a final ending, or a bridge ending to a sequel. It is usually marked with sentences such as, "They lived happily ever after."
Games.
Oke, what should you do? Ini saatnya untuk menerapkan orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation ke dalam legenda Roro Jongrang yang disebutkan dalam drama tadi. Are you ready?
Alright, once upon a time there was a battle between King Prabu Boko and Raden Bandung After a long horrible war, finally Raden Bandung defeated Prabu Boko. Raden Bandung fell in love with Princess Roro Jongrang, the daughter of Prabu Boko. He then proposed the princess.
I remember now. Prabu Boko persuaded her daughter to approve of the proposal of marriage. Roro Jongrang concurred, but under one condition. Raden Bandung ought to build 1,000 temples in only one night. What a hard request!
Yeah, you're right. And Raden Bandung agreed the condition, and when the night came, he spelled his powerful magic name, Ajian Bolosewut, to order thousands of genies. The genies worked quickly, and not until the midnight, more than 500 temples were built.
This fact worried Roro Jongrang. She then ordered her people in nearby village to militarize with their traditional granulators. Not so long later, the night was full of the granulator noises. Roosters woke up and started to crow spontaneously. These noises made the genies shocked. Then they ran away since they thought that the dawn had arrived. This made the construction of the temple stopped. Raden Bandung was so irritated, knowing that there was still one more temple left unfinished. He tried to build it himself. The sun had risen before he finished the last temple. It was only one ornament left. Roro Jongrang was so happy knowing her trick succeeded. But when Raden Bandung knew her trick, his patience turned into wrath.
He then spelt it out, Roro Jongrang, into a statue, and then made her complete the unfinished temple, recently known as the Temple of Roro Jongrang or the Prambanan Temple.
Alright now, let's check your results. Please concentrate on the answer. Orientation. Once upon a time, there was a battle between King Prabu Boko and Raden Bandung Bondowoso. After a long, horrible war, finally Raden Bandung Bondowoso defeated Prabu Boko. Complication. Raden Bandung Bondowoso fell in love with Princess Roro Jongrang, the daughter of Prabu Boko. He then proposed to the princess. Prabu Boko persuaded his daughter to accept the proposal for marriage. Roro Jongrang concurred, but with one condition. Raden Bandung would have to build 1,000 temples in only one night. What an impossible request. Raden Bandung Bondowoso agreed to the condition, and when night came, he used his powerful magic name Ajian Bolo Sewu to order thousands of genies to help him. The genies worked quickly, and before midnight, more than 500 temples were built. Resolution. This fact worried Roro Jongrang. She then ordered her people in nearby villages to mill the rice with their traditional granulators. Soon after, the night was full of the granulator noises. Roosters woke up and started to crow spontaneously. These noises made the genies shocked. Then they ran away since they thought that dawn had arrived. This halted the construction of the temples. Raden Bandung Bondowoso was so irritated, knowing that there was still one more temple left unfinished. He tried to build it himself. The sun had risen before he finished the last temple. It only needed one more ornament. Reorientation. Roro Jongrang was so happy knowing her trick worked. But when Raden Bandung knew of her trick, his patience turned into wrath. Using magic, he then turned Roro Jongrang into a statue and made her statue the final ornament to complete the unfinished temple, known as the Temple of Roro Jongrang or the Prambanan Temple.